Anheuser-Busch WBCA Grand Parade along San Bernardo. Right now we're just behind, or in front I should say, of the Alexander High School Marching Band, the Mighty Bulldogs. They're about to play for us right now. Let's listen in right now.
You have the Alexander High School Band. You know, they've been consistent sweepstakes award winners at UIL, and their color guard is a three-time Texas Educational Color Guard Associate State Champion. So doing a great job out here. Congrats to the Alexander Band.
And the last marching band that we'll actually see during this parade as we kind of wind down, just a few more acts to go here. We are actually seeing now Peter Piper Pizza and their mascot and their float. Where the food is as good as the fun is obviously the motto at Peter Piper Pizza here. Obviously one of the many floats from one of the many restaurants here in our great city.
And right there you're seeing Christina's Center Stage of Dance. The diamonds from Christina's Center Stage of Dance always shine from sea to shining sea. The diamond dancers are under the direction of Christina Marie Gonzalez, and the dance studio is located at 216 Zapata Highway. This year the diamonds are on the Brooklyn Bridge representing our dear Statue of Liberty, and that's their float that you're seeing right there with their dazzling tiaras and sparkling pom-poms. The diamonds from Christina's Center Stage of Dance always know how to shine from sea to shining sea.
An impressive float here, one of many in this Grand Parade here. As you see, some of the participants that are here to show off Christina's Diamonds Shine is their little catchphrase for this particular float here.
And America the Beautiful playing, definitely patriotic, and the theme, like we've mentioned, See It As Shining Sea, all of the floats really trying to incorporate that theme this year.
And as we continue seeing their float there in that magnificent bridge that they put together, right behind them is Sam's Club, not too far from us on San Bernardo. Quality name brand merchandise at exceptional prices over at Sam's Club, one of the many entries here today as well. And I believe they have a float as well. Is that correct, Dan?
What is it?
I believe they have a float as well from Sam's Club.
They do. Here comes Sam's Club right here. And, you know, Sam's Club been in Laredo for many, many, many years. And, you know, their employees also go out and do different things in the community. I know they always make a donation every year to the MDA Telethon that we do. So always working to help the local community and give back whenever they can.
Next up, we have the Ladies Club of San Ignacio, Texas. San Ignacio Ladies Club was organized 20 years ago by a group of local ladies. Their intent was to provide good fellowship, not only amongst themselves, but throughout the community as well. So San Ignacio in our viewing area also represented here today.
And Tim, we've had so many cities, different cities come out this year. San Antonio, of course, Corpus Christi, San Ignacio, different cities from the valley. So really everyone coming out to represent in this year's parade. And actually winding down, we've only got a few more floats left out here this evening, this morning I should say. That one you're seeing is Rumors Country Patio. And they're a full-service restaurant and venue that's been serving Laredo for over 3.5 years. They're known for their great hospitality and always being innovative to bring you top quality food and drinks. So there's Rumors Country Patio.
So plenty of country coming to us, courtesy of Rumors Country Patio here. And a live band, the first one of this parade, at least that type of band anyway, right? Let's listen in.
Country Patio, one of the only places where you can go to hear country music here in Laredo. And coming up right there, we have Iglesia Bautista Hafsiba. Their church exists to worship and give glory to God by proclaiming the gospel, a local church here in Laredo.
And that's our last entry. Let's go to Noraida and Lupita. They'll kind of wrap up things here, and then we'll continue live on KGNS TV, Telemundo Laredo, and the CW Laredo.
Muchas gracias, Tim. Pues estamos a punto ya de terminar este gran desfile internacional de Washington. Por primera vez, 3 estaciones hermanas transmitiendo simultáneamente para usted en español y en inglés, precisamente para que usted se mantenga informado. Fue un honor haber compartido otra vez este escenario, no nada más contigo, Noraida, sino con todos nuestros compañeros de las otras estaciones.
Así es, Lupita, y queremos dar las gracias a todos por todo el trabajo, el arduo trabajo que hemos hecho para que todos ustedes obviamente disfruten de ese desfile, y con nosotros también vamos a darle la oportunidad de que nuestro compañero Roberto nos diga unas palabras antes de que se finalice este evento. Roberto.
Bien, pues aquí hemos cumplido con nuestro público, hemos cumplido con usted que está ahí en pantallita, porque le hemos llevado en su totalidad el desfile por CW Parade News y Telemundo Laredo, una transmisión simultánea e histórica en la televisión de nuestra ciudad. Hemos cumplido al lado de mis compañeros Lupita Benavides, Noraida Negrón, Ann Cuchara, Tim Gutiérrez, mis amigos de CW, igualmente Ryan, Brenda, gracias a todos mis amigos que están detrás de cámaras, muchas gracias, porque es un trabajo de esfuerzo en equipo y hemos cumplido con usted que está ahí en casita. Gracias y hasta la próxima. Regresamos contigo, Tim y Ann Cuchara.
Oh, thanks a lot, Roberto, and we certainly appreciate all of our viewers at home that tuned in to 3 sister stations, going full force ahead and doing the event not only in English but also in Spanish on the CW Laredo, Telemundo Laredo, and also KGNS TV. It has been our pleasure. We need to thank all the people behind the scenes, from the studio over at KGNS TV to here on our set, street level, all over the place, making this possible. We actually have the easy job. They have the tough job behind the camera and actually getting things queued up and set and timing things and all those types of jobs that are very important to make this happen.
You're right, and this, Tim, being the first year that we simulcast live on all 3 of our stations, and we're very proud to be able to do that to you and bring you the parade in its entirety live in your home every year. I know a lot of people, the comments I hear after the parade is that they really appreciate the fact that we broadcast the entire parade. Some people do like to come out here and see the parade live, but many more people like to stay at home and watch it with their families in the comfort of their own home. So it's our privilege to be out here every year, and each year the parade just gets bigger and better, and this year's was no exception. I know there were some amazing floats today. The police department's float had to be my favorite because it was just so elaborate and so well made, but you have to say good things about all the floats because they were all really spectacular this year.
And these people put a lot of sweat and sometimes tears and sometimes even blood into these floats to make them happen. So really our hats off to all those entries there that make the WBCA so special. We heard from our friends at Telemundo. We'll hear some final words from them as well. But first, let's go ground level to Brenda Medina and Ryan Bailey from the CW, one of our sister stations, very involved in this broadcast today. Guys?
Ryan, I don't know about you, but I would say I definitely had an amazing time out here.
Oh, it was a great time out here. A lot of different floats, a lot of different bands coming by, all different high schools, some from Mexico. It was a great time. A lot of really great floats, too. They went all out, and just a great time.
What would you say was one of your favorites?
I mean, you got to give it up to the police float. They had a dragon up there that breathes smoke. You had the guy with the sword fighting the dragon, slaying him. It was great.
And everything.
Yeah, they did a great job. You had Keep Laredo Beautiful, had a really nice float out there. Of course, it helped that, Heat Wave and Victoria and Mindy were up on there, so they did a nice job. But just a lot of really good floats out there, a lot of good dance teams, everything. It was just a really great job by everybody.
And if we came to performances, I would have to say that you enjoyed the most the belly dancing.
I think that's what everybody else enjoyed the most was, or I didn't enjoy it, but you enjoyed it.
If people tuned in late, they want to go in and see some of those moves that you showed us.
Don't put me on the spot. I don't got the music. I can't do it without the music. That's going to be my out. So, What was your favorite float?
You know what, I would say that the police department was as well, that the float was amazing. You know, all of them, they put a lot of time and dedication into them, but that one just had everything on it.
Yeah, it was just, again, it's hard to pick just one because they all, you can tell, put just a lot of time and effort, a lot of work goes into these things, and they really show them off today, and just a great job. I also thought one of the better moments was the standing ovation and the moment of silence for the slain ICE officer, Mr. Jaime Zapata. That was really special and very nice. A nice touch out here.
Definitely that moment of silence. And you know, for it being our first time, definitely looking forward to it again next year. 2012,
can't get here fast enough, but don't forget, they got the Jalapeno Festival tonight. You got the jalapeno eating contest. Whole lot. You got the fireworks extravaganza, the carnival is still going. So there's a lot of WBCA events still left to go over the next 36 hours or so. So should be a great capper to a great month.
Yet. It ends tomorrow. And you know, if you missed any of the parade, you can see it in its entirety on our website. That's pro8news.com. It'll be in 30-minute increments.
Yeah, everybody did a great job. Tim and Ann, Lupita and Norida up there, me and you down here, and of course we can't forget Roberto with the Mas Acción and the Yeah Babies. Yeah, it was an awesome time down here. Great time, I think, was had by everybody.
Right. And for now, we'll go ahead and send it over to Lupita and Norida.
Pues muchas gracias a nuestros compañeros y como lo dijo Ryan, la verdad es un trabajo de equipo donde no nada más las personas que estamos frente a las cámaras participamos, desde nuestro gerente general, nuestro ingeniero, que gracias a él pues todo esto se hizo posible, y todo un equipo de camarógrafos, editores, escritores, productores, todos y cada uno de nosotros, bueno, ellos que estuvieron, claro, gracias a David Peralta, a todos, no puedo mencionar porque me faltaría alguno, pero gracias a ellos se hizo, es todo un equipo humano que hizo no nada más lo técnico, lo humano tiene mucho que ver para poder llevar a cabo esta transmisión. Ahí están nuestros compañeros que estuvieron precisamente desde la cámara del aire en la calle, que es la principal avenida del desfile. No le digo, por supuesto, agradecerles a nuestros televidentes el habernos permitido entrar a sus hogares. Me gustaron muchos de los carros. Yo pienso que lo más emotivo para mí fue lo de el agente Jaime Zapata, que esperemos todos lo hayamos disfrutado de alguna manera.
Así es, fueron más de 160 participantes que disfrutamos aquí de este desfile, y como vemos ya estamos todos recogiendo, ya la gente se está llevando todas sus pertenencias para seguir, porque todo esto no se queda aquí, Lupita.
Las actividades
continúan. Estamos con el jalapeño, el Festival del Jalapeño continúa esta noche hasta la 1 de la mañana allá en el Park and Ride en la calle Hillside, y allá va a estar la banda norteña, no me acuerdo ahora mismo, pero va a ser un espectáculo en vivo, obviamente, y de ahí el domingo, que para poder cerrar estas festividades vamos a tener los fuegos artificiales.
Así es la extravagancia de H&B, pero también recuerda que esta noche está la presentación del gran baile de Señor y Señora Internacional, donde está como representante de Estados Unidos el representante Richard Raymond, y por parte de México está el padre del gobernador, Egidio Torre Cantú, y precisamente Ninel Conde, así que no se la pueden perder, caballeros.
Ella Roberto la conoció.
Claro. Esta noche en el Centro Cívico, precisamente a partir de las 8 de la noche, este gran nombramiento, Noraida.
Así es, y muchas gracias por estar con nosotros. Queríamos hacer algo diferente, obviamente, porque somos una familia de estaciones y queríamos darle mucha diversidad para todos ustedes, así que esperemos que lo hayan disfrutado muchísimo. Ahora nos vamos con nuestros compañeros de KGNS, Tim y Ann.
Well, what a pleasure and an honor it has been broadcasting this parade, especially on 3 sister stations. It was something that we wanted to do, something special, and so that people could both hear the parade in English and Spanish. Obviously, a huge population here in Laredo speaks both English and Spanish. You know, if they don't speak English, they were hearing some in Spanish. If they don't speak Spanish, they were hearing some in English. So really coverage on all sides on behalf of your good neighbor stations here. We also had something new this year that we didn't mention very many times. That's our Skycam that you've probably seen on our newscast. It actually gives us a bird's eye view of what's actually going on here along San Bernardo. So a lot of firsts as we broadcast yet another year along San Bernardo and the WBCA parade.
And we just want to mention a big thank you to all of our staff today behind the scenes, our producer Joey and producer Omar back at the station. station and Valerie. They worked very hard on getting the show together, and of course all of our camera operators, standing for 3 hours to shoot the parade can be very tiring, so we want to thank them for all their hard work today. It may look easy when you're watching it on home, on your television, but it actually takes a lot of work to put the broadcast together, so we really appreciate everybody's hard work today, and of course the WBCA for their help and helping us put this broadcast on. I know we're very happy and very proud of the work that we do, and like you mentioned, the first time that we're able to simulcast on all 3 networks, and hopefully we're able to do that every year from now on.
And you're actually seeing a side that you don't get a chance to see very often, and that's the people making their way down San Bernardo, going home after having a great time during this parade. A lot of them arrived very early in the morning. Others arrived on Thursday and got an ideal spot to see this parade. So for them, it's kind of a tradition, and it's that important to get the perfect spot to see this grand parade. Again, one of the best in Texas, top 20 in the United States. So every year they're treated to something very special as the Anheuser-Busch WBCA Grand Parade makes its way down San Bernardo.
And now the cleanup sort of begins, or people are already starting to pick up all the chairs and the trash and everything that's down here. So take a few hours, I'm sure, to clean up the mess down here, but they'll be working on that. And then of course WBCA wraps up this weekend. This is the last weekend. So tonight you have the carnival. If you haven't been out to the carnival yet, you can check that out. Also the Jalapeno Festival. It's the last night of that coming up tonight. The big contest happening at 7 p.m. tonight. And then tomorrow, the final day of WBCA, the carnival for the last night, as well as the firework extravaganza coming up tomorrow.
We're talking about a lot of firsts. I think that mechanical dragon that was puffing smoke was a first, at least since I've been covering this parade. We saw a live country band on one of the floats. I think that was definitely a first. And then we saw some live animals on that FFA float there. So a lot of firsts for this parade, and I think it really sets the tone for a lot of people for bigger and better things for the 115th WBCA Grand Parade.
Right, after everything wraps up tomorrow, the WBCA officially starts planning for next year. So really they work all year round to get this month-long of events going, and today just one of the bigger events, and like you mentioned, I think the floats this year really have set the bar for next year. I'm sure a lot of people getting the ideas already for next year and deciding to step it up next year. But again, just so happy and proud to be out here broadcasting to the people at home today, and we really want to thank them for tuning in. Our viewers, so important to us, and I know we're happy to be out here doing this every year.
You can see some cleaning crews actually picking up bottles and cans and trash, and they will get San Bernardo back in shape. But all those cans and bottles and different types of wrappers represent money that come into this community, many times from people in other parts of the state, other parts of the country, even other parts of the world that come to this big parade, and really it's a time for Laredo to shine as we put on a huge parade, an awesome parade here in Laredo, and have a chance to show it off to other people that are not in Laredo on a regular basis. I know your parents are in town from out of town. First time they've seen this parade. You're telling me your mom was very excited about this.
Yeah, they were very excited to come see the parade this year, and we're going to the Jalapeno Festival tonight, so I'm anxious to talk to them and see what they thought about today's parade. But I know a lot of people who come into town to see this are always truly impressed with the scale and the magnitude of this parade. Laredo being the size of the city that they don't really expect a parade of this size, but really truly amazing every year, and this year absolutely did not disappoint, and I know people already looking forward to and planning for next year's big event.
It always kind of works like that they have to plan a year in advance for some of these floats. The WBCA, as soon as this is over, they'll start to plan their new theme for the new year. It'll be different, obviously, and even more spectacular every year. here, as the grandstand has already, for the most part, cleared here, and a lot of the streets are, for the most part, cleared as well, as people start to make their way down with their chairs and their blankets and their pillows after being here for so many hours. A lot of people with coolers, a lot of vendors along San Bernardo making money during this WBCA parade. But thanks again to all the people behind the scenes, to our producers that put this show together, and definitely to a very talented crew here on the scene. Roberto Galvez, Brenda Medina, Ryan Bailey, Noraida Negron, and of course Lupita Benavides. And thanks a lot, Anne, for being with us as well. This has been an awesome event. We look forward to it every year, and then you know, from here we usually go take a nap, and it's off to the Jalapeno Festival, right?
Well, you know, really great being out here today with such a large crew and getting the opportunity to broadcast on 3 networks. Like we mentioned, the first time that we've done that, being able to mix both the Spanish and the English to try, you know, and please all of our viewers out there. So again, we're just so happy to be able to bring this parade live to you in its entirety, right there in your home. So we really hope that you've enjoyed this year's broadcast.
We always look forward to different things during WBCA, and I'm really looking forward to that sumo wrestling match between Mindy and Victoria. So we're getting ready for that. That's following the jalapeno eating contest, which starts around 7 o'clock. That'll be around 7:30. They're the headliners tonight.
That's some pressure right there. They better perform.
It should be a great spectacle. But again, from all of us at Telemundo Laredo, CW Laredo, KGNS TV, thanks so much to our sponsors of this program. Thanks to all our viewers that tuned in, and thanks to all the crew here at the scene and also over at the station.
And be sure to head out to the Jalapeno Festival tonight at the Park and Ride. We'll see you there. Thanks for being with us. Have such a great day.
We'll see you next year.